Hey guys, Elton D'Souza Art here. This is my tutorial for the Deca-Grab, which was discovered in 2020. So you can try to just do it as you would until you realize you need a consistent method. So I'm going to share the technique I found. You sort of want to just short hop, lean a bit to the left or away from the edge, and then fast fall, air dodge down, and hold the joystick towards the ledge. So there's a little fail there, and then this is just all on the day of discovering it, so it's still a bit inconsistent, but it's actually really damn consistent while I'm saying that at the same time. And it optimizes the tether being out for like the longest time possible, which means you dash attack, hit him with the dash attack hitbox, and then the grab automatically comes out. So you have to learn to tether cancel, which I only learnt on the day as well, thanks to the Samus Discord. You actually have to the joystick in neutral position when you're doing the edge cancel, and you have to face the edge. So that's how you tether cancel. You can do it with any character, and it's a huge application. So you have to learn that to add it to your gameplay. And then you want to, just dash attack at him with the Z button. Because the grapple's out, you can't grab anymore. So the Z button does just a normal attack. And so when you're running, it'll do a dash attack. And you want to actually hold that Z button. And somehow it just like magically, after the dash attack, the grab hitboxes like stay out from the tether and it just automatically grabs them. So I'm literally holding Z. And it does like the dash attack and it does the grapple grab. Which is, I don't know, I don't know how that really works, but it's amazing. It works. So yeah, it has a very similar feeling to doing short hop fast fall missiles. In the way that you're like just short hopping and then you got a fast fall at around the same point that you do a short hop fast fall missile, because the window is really tight to even get the missile out. Obviously the faster the better. You want to save your frames so you can do this quick, right? So you can do it like, in tournament and stuff. Be as quick as you can in general. And then you fast fall and then you got it. It's like hitting the side B. It's kind of like you got to air dodge down with the fast fall and then hit that side B, except you're hitting a side just to drift towards the edge to do the edge cancel, tether cancel. So very similar feel. I recommend mastering or learning short fast fall missiles in general. I do it all the time. Our success rate, it isn't 100%, but it's helped way more than if I wasn't to have done it. This one's in game, so I kind of failed that one, and I managed to get a goomy zoomy on him anyways. It's cool. So that's a new technique I've just sort of learnt. That one's just, you're super wave dashing. However, you don't have to do it at a tight window. That's like in the 40-second frame. You can do it like any time.
Oh, fuck.
Grappling by doing air dodge downwards is so surprising because it's so quick. People keep assuming Samus will do the safe one, which is like, you're spending so much meditation just to get that right spacing, and then they do it, but it's so predictable. So yeah, mix that up. This is a way to get a marth killer. You can sort of just like wave dash back, jab. This was, I don't know, something I saw and I was like trying to learn, but I don't know if I'll really do that much. Back air, I've noticed like, you need it as a kill option, you need it as an option in general. A lot of our Samuses were really kind of oppressed to in a way where we're not even like using our back air to its full potential. This was a clip, Dare never beats Fox up smash, never do that. I don't know how that won, but I was like happy at least it worked once.
Wait, do it again?
This is just a clip of the grab, doesn't have a air hitbox. So Peach is floating, she's technically in the air. The grab's not going to grab her, but the arm of Samus, and it's the same for Link and like every character, the arm can always grab. To do the goomy zoomy, like, you have to, pretty much you want to do it like that. So you're leaning in and your input's already on an angle because you're holding that right. So I'm holding right, and then I got to do left and then right again, one frame after one frame. So that's why I'm already like doing half of it. And then I'm just going left, right. So essentially it does the super wave dash as soon as I go from right to left. But in order to keep going, for some reason you have to like hold back the other way, which is the way I'm facing, like this way, right? And then it just keeps you prolonging. Like, it's weird how the physics work, but it just works. But yeah, it's pretty hard to do. I just actually changed my joystick like yesterday. There we go, but I let go of the right button. So I would have kept going if I didn't let go. Yeah, changed my joysticks. Go for joysticks quite fast recently. I don't know why. It's weird. I might get metal joysticks soon. Yeah. But anyways, there's good tutorials on that by like Goomy, Zoomy, and everyone. So I'm just going to show my platform missiles on all the stages. So like, you know, this one you can do just whatever. It's similar to Pokemon Stadium. And you got, this one's a really revolutionary one, I feel. You just keep doing homing missiles, because homing missiles, like, they get caught in that. Sometimes the fast missiles, smash missiles, it's too easy to dodge. It's too predictable. Fountain of Dreams, platforms are always different. So, can't really say too much on that one. Battlefield, I always do this kind. So you actually run towards it, and then you can just drop and do that. Apparently someone said if you shield drop and do a missile, it's faster than falling through the platform. So I need to like test that out. It sort of feels like a couple frames faster, but you do have to input the shield drop, which is the part where it might take up your frames as well. Yep, so it's just like this, bam. It's hard to, I guess, keep constantly doing it because you have to reset your position. And I don't think you can like dash back and do it, or can you? Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, so it only really works when you're doing it like that. But by that point, I'm already charging at the opponent to get ready to actually properly edge guard him. If you want to be as good as like the good people in this game, you gotta like stay onto your opponent, don't let him breathe and stuff. You just gotta be on him like all the time. You can't just camp and then, you know, it's not gonna work against good people. Alright, so the next one was like you can aerial interrupt and then like I guess do the shield drop missile. And that's like pretty damn fast. If you were to just drop instead of shield dropping, not bad. But I only learned like yesterday or something. And so I really want to incorporate that because that's so convenient. But yeah, shield dropping, I've only like really learned that in recent months as well. And I'm still like sort of mastering it. Dreamland, there's a type of missile I've do on this one where you actually want to double jump to reach the platform. And it's like that, perfect. So I've been putting double jump. I think if I just do one jump, yeah, it's not as good. It sends you too high. So when you double jump with Samus, it actually makes it a shorter than your full normal jump. So this one you can just stand still and do it as well. You don't even have to input any momentum, any drift. And then you can also fast fall like that. And when you do your double jump, it'll automatically do I can demonstrate it here better. It'll automatically land. Let's look how fast that is. So that's another thing as well, and you can do it on here as well. But yeah, again, sorry, I'm not really schmoving right now, but yeah, so that's pretty sick. What else is there? So refreshing like ledge invincibility, something I've been recently learning. All these techniques, every Samus needs to learn them. They might be rare to do, but it could be good for the mix-up. So this one, I think like this one has so much application like every game. So that's one I've been just literally like haven't really practiced it that much at all. So I do want to learn that. Especially if that's in Zane. Zane's so tricky with his edge guards. He abuses the fact that people don't know how to edge guard him. And he just comes back to ledge all the time. So you really need like something to just get you that back. You want to learn to aerial interrupt as well. It's fairly easy. and then you can like hack stash with it sort of thing. Not really smoothing, sorry about that. I should have made this like maybe when I was. And you can, what was I going to say? Yeah, you do that. Oh, well, I mean, you want to learn to do that and then like pretty much hack stash backwards, wave dash backwards. You can, so this is the normal hack stash. This is great to refresh your tether grab, your grapple. But yeah, you gotta learn to aerial interrupt. Because sometimes that's the only way you're getting back into the stage. When you're versing like a fox that's just gonna up smash you. Quite often I'm just stuck in shield when I do it, but which sucks. So I aerial interrupt and I'm just stuck in shield. I'm like, I can't believe I can't really do it right now. But I'm like stuck in shield, but at least I'm safe. But then they just hit me and I'm back off the edge. I guess that would be a good time to just do that. Maybe trick up the timing, and then try it again. You obviously want to learn to do wave dashing. I recommend learning to wave dash with like other characters, because Samus and like Luigi, you think you're good at wave dashing just because they're sliding a lot. But if you can't even wave dash with Jigglypuff and Peach, it means you're not hitting the optimal angle. So, because like anyone can wave dash good once you're hitting like in a certain angle where all the friction / traction is like pretty much gone, because you're wave dashing practically like parallel to the floor. That's how like Mango's Falco is like crazy at wave dashing. He's doing like optimal wave dashes, and you don't need a freaking notches. All right, so what else is there? Pokemon Stadium, missiles. Yeah, it's just same as Yoshi's Island, or Yoshi's Story. Sorry. Super basic. But yeah, again, you can do these ones. Which is like, that's like probably the most optimal one, I reckon. But obviously, yeah, you don't want to mix in, and you can mix in the smash missiles whenever you feel like it's necessary. Because it's the same like timing, same window. Nothing's faster than anything, because you still have to make that, the hops. So nothing is faster than like the other method. So yeah, you just input smash missiles whenever you feel. Otherwise, yeah, homing missiles typically the way to go. Super wave dashing, when you're like in the moment, you can like get that stuff down like 5 times in a row. Isn't too hard, and you very rarely miss it as well, I feel. So I do go for that a lot for like the tech chasing and stuff when they're on the other side of the field. There was a new super wave dash where it's like you wave dash into another super wave dash, but you have to hold back slightly when you input the second bomb. But it's going to be a bit hard. It's kind of like that, but you got to be really quick to just input it, and it sort of just keeps you going. But I don't think I'll be able to do it. But yeah, there's a tutorial. There's a Samus cookbook. I'll put it in the description box. Samus cookbook tells you a lot of cool stuff. I just learned. I just read it like yesterday, and I learned a bunch of stuff. Like apparently you can angle your fsmash down. Well, obviously I already learned to like do it down anyways. Fox does the get up attack. You can sort of like run. It tells you how to like run, cancel it, even if you're on 80%, and then you can still run up to him in time to hit him with like a down tilt or down smash. But apparently if you so if you're running, you hold the C stick down. So I'm holding the C stick down right now, and then I crouch, and then I slide the C stick to the right or to like the side, and it'll automatically do yeah. Look at that, that's consistent. That's like guaranteed. So that's kind of crazy. So I'm keen to just like learn to do that faster. Like, but yeah, there we go. It's just C stick down, and then you want to crouch, and then you want to swing that C stick. So that's really crazy. There was a way to go under the tree. Like I learned it at one point, but then I don't know. I guess it got out of practice once Slippy changed to Frozen Stadium. I really hope they bring it back. Then I'll eventually learn that tree thing. But the tree thing was just like success rate I got up to was not even good enough to like do it in a serious game. But it's good enough for like friendlies. So smash turn into a back air. Like you need to learn this. Apparently like top players do it all the time with all sorts of characters. Essentially you're dashing, dash back, and you can shield. Also a classic thing to learn first is this. If you're playing Marth, like this is so good, you can grab like anyone. They just charge at you. You already outspace them by doing that. You're already in shield, ready to shield grab, and shield their attack. So shield grab them. So pretty much you want to like dash, turn back, and then you short hop with momentum going that way. So you can then do like an optimum, like sort of back air, get as much range as you can. So that's something I've been like trying to incorporate, and it's been doing really good. Notably on our Peach and Jigglypuff. Back air in general, like we need to learn to use that, like all our Samus players, because we need more kill options. Say like I have a rule when I versus like top people, especially also Jigglypuff and Peach. I feel like I need to get at least one charge shot kill per game. Yeah, on Yoshi's you can actually like stall a bit on the bottom with your jumps. So you want to do it, I think it's an up air like that after every time you wall jump, and then you bob on. But I think I could be doing that wrong. It's something like that. I think it's you jump, bob on, then you do the up tilt. But I can go for a bit. I've seen people do it for a long time. I only can do it 5 wall jumps for some reason before Yoshi's story. I don't know, it caps you out. It locks you out for some reason. So I'm still learning that. But I've seen, I think, YCZ or someone do it like 5 times. There's the unblockable. So when they're shielding, you just walk up to them, hit them with an angled fsmash, and apparently it just goes through their shield. I'm not really visually demonstrating this at all. But yeah, it's on the cookbook. It just shield pokes a lot of the characters. I do have, I think, a private YouTube playlist for Samus techniques, so I'll link that as well. And yeah, you just keep learning new things. Every time you learn like 5 new techniques, it makes you like suddenly better. I'll also say like you need to learn other characters as well. If you only play Samus, you're getting tunnel vision so hard. Like I know how to play. I just learned Dr. Mario recently. He taught me a lot about neutral. I learned lessons from like every character. So I could play Doc Mario, Captain Falcon, Young Link, so Samus, Kirby, Ice Climbers, Ness, Fox, Falco, and Marth. I'm looking forward to learning Jigglypuff. And then sometimes, I'll dabble in like Pikachu or Ganondorf, Yoshi. But I never really got to the level of like really schmooving well with them. Or having like the passion, I guess, as well. You learn lessons from everyone. So Kirby, I've learned like neutral and bits and pieces. Same with Ness and Ice Climbers. Falcon and Fox, like their shining is very similar to our Samus's bomb shining. You can down B many times to like break their shields. It's also in the cookbook. And I hope to get some cool clips of that eventually. But in general, like my internet's so bad, so every time I play, it's really inconsistent sometimes. So I really get into a position where I'm schmooving and it's like perfect connection. And I've been out of touch with a CRT for the longest time. I don't know what it's like anymore. So I'm pretty sure my setup's pretty good, my computer, but I just look forward to the day I've got a CRT again and just playing in person with people. I think community is important for this game as well if you want to get good, if you're in for the long run. There's cool tournaments and stuff that keep coming out, but if you want to keep playing a game, you need like friends, you need community. Go to those tournaments in person, try to talk to people. You're sitting on a chair next to someone while you're versing them. Get to know them. It's kind of weird sitting on a chair next to a complete stranger when you're playing like 5 games with them. It's so weird, honestly. So like, don't be that guy. But even though most people might be it, it's just the way society is to an extent. Talk to people. Make friends, Have a little crew. Sometimes Melee is great when you just have like a few people that you know well. And yeah, you do other stuff in life with them as well. Well, I'll say one last technique would be the wave dash backwards down smash. So you're facing them, next minute, you just turn around, it's one frame to turn around, and you hit them with both hits just like that. So that one, I usually only do it when I'm really schmooving as well, which as I said, my internet's so bad and like... But yeah, I do it on, I've done it on Quet's top Peach players, like top 5 in Australia. And they can't do anything like afterwards. They might shield both hits, but by the time they shield the second hit, there's like nothing they can do out of shield, because they're still stuck in a bit of hit stun. But it's like, it's neutral, we're both pretty much in neutral after that. But there's a good chance it just shield pokes them anyways. So that's what I like. So yeah, wave dash, backwards, down smash. Super good. Alright, here I've managed to put the shield thing. So their shield's frozen. So this is just in 20xx. And yeah. So you hit him just like that. It's not really shield poking them. Let's just see if it shield pokes. So usually this one shield pokes quite a bit. I might have them on invincible mode. Yeah, I think I've got them on invincible mode as well. Which, right, maybe I changed it there. Alright, so yeah, I have them on hit stun is not working. So basically saw the damage works. I think I've only done it literally like 10 to 20 times. Because again, I only can do it when I'm like really schmooving, which is... And yeah, pretty good. Just resets neutral or it shield pokes them. It feels sick. It's a really good mix up, so critique it all you want, but it's like, it's a mix up. And Samus, like, you need to know everything about Samus, all the little mix ups, all the little techniques. Because there comes a point where if you're not mixing up anything, you're going to be predictable, and you're going to just lose from that. Last thing I'll probably teach is wave dash. It's good to practice this one. So it's like Fox and Falco's bomb shining thingy, or wave shining. So I'm just hitting them with it, and then I'm going to like air dodge into ground to wave dash. Sometimes you can even go for 2 bombs like that. And you want to drift as much as you can towards them, because you're going to be pushing them back every time you hit them. You might be able to do 3 of them. And I think you have to jump as well before you actually... You don't want to just crouch and do down B. You actually want to jump, do down B. Because apparently that it starts the bomb a bit lower. So that's something I guess I kind of forget to do unless I'm like doing it out of shield. So I've learned to do it out of shield pretty well. But yeah, that'll be a bit more next level. Yeah, I need to practice that. But yeah, I've come close to like, often they'll move quite significantly because they can shield SDI as well. And so you kind of have to follow them a bit. And it gets kind of hardcore to the point where I don't even have a clip of me breaking the shields when they're like moving radically. But yeah, it's something you got to practice. And yeah, again, like, and I suspect a lot of people have kind of like shitty setups. There's a lot of people in that play, and I'm like, I kind of feel like they're being held back by something. And yeah, so people just need to get back playing in person on the CRT to at least know what it feels like. Try to optimize your setup, your computer setup as much as you can. Deca-Grab seems pretty viable. I'll see if I can do some now, but again, I haven't played too much. I usually take, oh, there we go. Take a lot of days like as a break sometimes, and I'll just, take a week off or something. Just because I can. Don't just play melee, You get tunnel visioned just playing melee as well. And don't just play Samus, because then you'll be tunnel visioned as well. But yeah, play Samus like 90% of the time. Yeah. But yeah, I can't believe I only learned to tether-grab just recently. I was like, because when I slid off platforms, but then it didn't actually slide me off like that, I was like, I thought it was just like a glitch or like I didn't have enough momentum to slide off. But it really is just, your stick just has to be a neutral. That was like, it was that simple. And you have to be facing away. So yeah. So it's a pretty good way to put a hitbox out as well. You can also just like do another move if you want. It's almost like hitting, having like 2 attacks out. You know, bam, might hit him with the jab if the zair misses or something. So yeah, it's pretty sick. But yeah, so you want to be wobbling like that, essentially. Because you need to be consistent. It's very micro spacing tight. I do have like a notepad going on. Yes, this is my notepad. I don't really look at it too much, but it was trying to help me get into that routine of just sort of journaling stuff. So I've got new notes up here. So this is what I really want to learn in recent times. The unblockable, which is when you like angle a forward smash down at them while they're shielded. It just pop, like shield pokes them from the other side of them. The marth killer wavedash back. So you jab so you don't fall off then, you know, light shield to do the marth killer. Wall jump bomb stalling, especially for Yoshi's Island, which seems to glitch out after a few wall jumps for unknown reasons. Yeah, I need like, I don't know, lab that one out. Smash turn back air. Yes, that's one I'm, yeah, trying to learn. Everyone needs to learn that with all characters. Captain Falcon players do it a lot. And you don't even have to do just back air, you can do, you know, your down smash or any other move. Practice grapple stall, refreshes invisibility once. So you only can do it once until you have to land on the ground to then re-get your grapple. But it's totally worth mastering. Practice on all stages, especially battlefield. Shield dropping, mostly for fairs and sometimes up airs. This should be tested to see how fast I can do it. Yeah, for sure. When opponents get hit by far and when opponent gets hit far and missiles won't hit, best of charging shot or double down B. Yeah, so there's a way to do 3 instant homing missiles. You have to do like down B, then you go into the first down B or homing missile, and after that, like the bomb explodes, cancels all like your ending lag, and you go straight into the air. And you do your another homing missile. You land into the other down B, and then you can do a last one. But apparently you can have 2 missiles out at one time, anyways. But I think by the time the first one explodes, your third one, like, it's already far enough by the time your third missile comes out. Practice down B into air dodge, and then grapple on the first frame I can to bomb jump. Make the tight window frame. Oh, I was just trying to optimize. Yeah. Alright. Up throw, and if they DI forwards, soft nair to more nairs, maybe F tilts or more nairs. So then I got like some things are just kind of random. Sweet spotting with grapple on certain stages, because battlefield sledge is like slightly lower. Bomb shiny opponent's shield works nice, but I haven't been frame perfect, nor broken any shields yet, but I've come close. Might be best to bomb shine them to double bomb to break the shield, or double bomb to dare if shield is too big. Landing with startup frames off dare. Landing with startup frames off dare, no landing lag. I think there's an aerial interrupt on Dreamland off dare, no landing lag. You can just land off your missiles even if they don't come out. So it's a super useful technique with Samus. Yeah, shield tilting, been doing it for a long time. And then even light shield, when I first started a game, I kept getting shield poked, so I just decided to light shield everything, and it just solved that problem. People don't know how to like really like abuse that fact that you're light shielding too much, so you get away with that. It's kind of advanced, I guess, knowing how to abuse a light shield. And you can always change your light shield instantly to a strong shield, because you have 2 triggers. You can just quickly change them as fast as you want, and it's perfect mix up. That in combination of shield tilting. Jump cancel, up smash, and up B. Yeah, those are kind of like whatever, because up smash with Samus is terrible. I do need to practice the turnips. Just pick up a turnip and then you can like down B off a turnip in the air. So you Z drop the turnip, you can down B like 10 times on it, and you get so much height. It's super useful. You need to know it for the Peach matchup, because it will happen and it will like save you, or it will give you like an advantage, recovery advantage for sure. So fsmash, yeah, apparently does have 5 angles. You got the side, down, and up one, but then there are 2 very slight ones, but they are very tight It's like the angle is kind of difficult. Probably not really worth learning too much. I guess you can notch your controller for it. Apparently you can missile from the ledge, and then you can grab the ledge again as well. So I do need to practice that. Often when I'm on the ledge, my options are so you can up air, you can back air. Alright, here. You can do that, you grab the ledge automatically. I always like doing charge shots. They're so slow charge shots. By the time they interact with it, like you can already move and like do stuff. So charge shots are really good, just like that. Yeah, back air is pretty sick. You can even jump a bit back and then re-grab the ledge. But yeah, apparently you can like do that apparently, and then grab the ledge. But I have no idea. I've just seen people do it. I need to learn that properly. Maybe it's only on certain stages where the ledge is like lower than others, which I think is Battlefield. Let's have a try. Yeah, well, it's in the cookbook, I think, at one point. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I have no idea how they're doing that. Yeah, so you got like, you know, crouching, then shielding, perfect shields. Typically when you're perfect shielding lasers and other projectiles, you want to crouch a bit, then do it, because it makes your views lower to the ground. So like the top bump off the shield, that top hemisphere, more chance that will like interact and push back the shield, hence doing a, what do you call it, a power shield. Still haven't learned to like moonwalk and all that stuff, even though I'm really good at like dashing and wave dashing. Like you can dash then wave dash, because Samus's dash is actually really fast, but the run's slow. It's the startup parts of the dash fast, and then you can wave dash, dash, wave dash, dash, wave dash. Pretty good. Looks cool as well. I love this game and its physics and its animations, all the little wind. So I've got parts where I like, it's like test this, test that. And I've got old notes I don't need anymore. Grapple, super jump. Yeah, that one you just have to have down, because that's better than your up B. Quite often, especially on Battlefield, I use it a lot. Yeah, because with Samus you need to edge guard, like you need to go off stage sometimes for slide off nair against like Sheik or Marth especially, and you just win. And then you need, sometimes you might stuff up or you might face the wrong way, so you need to get back to stage and you might need to use a grapple super jump because your up B won't make the distance. Missiles on Dreamland and Battlefield platforms require double jump. Yeah, so you can double jump on the Battlefield platforms as well and then do a missile. Sometimes it just feels like you want a safe missile. You don't want to do too much techniques like an aerial interrupt to a shield drop. It's a bit too much sometimes. Might be too much pressure going on. Extended grapple. Samus' extender is really good. In my release montage, like a Puff was crouching and I just extended grappled him. He didn't even know I had it out as well. You can input that whenever you grapple. You can input the up, down, up. You just keep mashing up and down on the D-pad while pressing A. And they don't even know you have it. I can do it literally when I'm like grappling back to stage. I can quickly input it, but I normally don't. I normally do it when I'm into like, I normally do it like do a down B, then I can short hop and then do it, and then the bomb will blow up and it pops me out, so there's no like lag. I usually do it when I beat the enemy, and then I just, after my charge shots charge, I can just input that and have that on deck. I don't really use this notepad too much. It's something to fall back on if you are sort of struggling to like learn new stuff, or you'll think, oh, there's too much to learn sometimes. You can be overwhelmed. Thanks guys.